Well, hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome back to the ranch. It is January 9th-ish. Got my corona hair in full effect. Watched the movie Mask this morning. I'm working on like a Kurt Russell or Sam Elliott kind of thing. It's so thick when I try to let it grow out, it just kind of froze out. So let's talk about hay. It is winter time. It is, well, the sun was behind the clouds today. It's not quite dusk, but it's probably not bright enough to be recording with a camera phone. Anyway, there's a hay bale back there. There's some hay in the barn. I made a deal with my neighbor last year. He was trying to get his cows on our back acreage. And when he initially approached me, he said he'd trade us for half a cow. Well, at the time we didn't have a big freezer. Somebody's very curious what's happening. We didn't have a big freezer. Beth doesn't really eat beef. She really doesn't eat a lot of meat. Occasionally chicken, but so once we got the sheep, I said, hey, you still want to put your cows out there? I'm going to need hay in the wintertime. And he said, oh, yeah, we can do that. Because he bales his own. He actually baled some of our bottom land out there. I think it was about 4.5 round bales. They're pretty, well, they're not pretty small. They're smaller than the bales that I bought last winter. But, you know, the sheep have been eating them for the most part. My biggest problem, let me walk over here and I'll show you the biggest problem. You see those white fluffy things out there? What are you doing, sweet boy? Hi, puppies. Hello, Arthur. Those bastards right there, A, they tear up everything. B, as soon as I put a bale of hay out, they think it's for them. They start jumping and playing in it. Sheep waste enough hay on their own, but with the puppies, they just waste even more. It's ridiculous. I've got to get a hay ring. So, oh, there's our little barn cat Finn. Hey, little buddy. So I guess before I go on about the hay, I don't think we've talked about the puppies. Sadie had them in August. So they're almost 5 months old. We haven't seen Sadie in months. I don't know where she went. I did everything I could to keep her in the fence, short of chaining her to something, which is no way to treat most animals. So she was just coming and going and coming and going, and we were feeding her and, you know, worming her and giving her whatever vaccinations, but she just never came home. I don't know what happened. Someone may have found her. I don't think she got taken to the animal shelter because Beth has been checking the websites. But, I mean, she was kind of a pain in the ass, but, I mean, we miss her, you know. We got her and Arthur like 2 days apart, and they grew up here. So, it's been a while, so I'm assuming she's not coming back. But we've got the puppies. We're naming everyone. Oh, look, Calhoun's out, too. Little black cat, Calhoun. He's not a barn cat, but he's been checking it out and patrolling out here a lot lately. We named all the dogs after Red Dead Redemption 2. So we had Sadie and Arthur, and now the puppies are Dutch and Tilly. Dutch is not one of my favorite characters, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so let's talk about the hay. Hello, girls. So this is the hay I get from my neighbor. It's cow hay. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. I don't know if it's last year's hay or what. It's string tied, which might make a big difference. But just take a look. You see the hay in the foreground. Look at the hay in the background. It's a big difference. So Beth requested a few weeks ago or she suggested getting some square bales because we're going to be lambing in mid to late March, and she can't move a round bale because she won't drive the tractor, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to rip pieces off of a round bale and put it in a hay bag or whatever. So she said, why don't we just find some square bales, and that way she can just rip off, well, not even rip off, she can just take a flake and put it wherever she needs to put it. So I went last weekend. Hopefully it's not too dark. I got some stacked up in the corner. The guy was really nice. I took the trailer and bought 20 bales, and actually 20-something bales. Well, the sheep liked it so much that's what those other round bales are in the back. The really good looking ones. So what I'm planning on doing is using the neighbor hay, which is right there. Using that, for now. And then when it gets time to lambing, or when it's about to be lambing time, putting out a couple of those big bales for lactation and milk production, and then feeding them that while they are nursing until the grass is green enough to get everybody out on a pasture. The barn cat is using hay, not straw, for a bathroom right now. Baby boy, that is just whatever. What are you gonna do? He's only been inside the house once, and he didn't know what to do. My asshole neighbor brought it over. She found it at her house, and she brought it over and left it on the porch, and he's been living on the porch since then. We've been worming him and stuff, or we have wormed him, vaccinated him. We feed him, water him. He's got warm things to snuggle in, and he's a really sweet boy. He gets along with all the other cats. I mean, he's just a kitten. But yeah, that was good hay. So the cows are gone. I got rid of the cows. It seemed like a good idea at the time. If we had only gotten the mom and calf, probably would have been okay. But with two full-grown longhorns with horn spans of 4 feet each, as gentle as they were, when they're both trying to get the treats that you're hand feeding them, it gets a little rowdy, even though they don't mean to. So I sold them for what I bought them for. They cleared the 5 acres next to us. Well, it's our 5 acres, but the 5 acres the pond is on, and a lot of the 15 acres, they cleaned it right up. I didn't have to mow or brush hog or anything out there. And there's a lot of cow manure that I can spread around for the spring. So I sold them for what I bought them for. It was a wash, but they saved me a lot of work during the summertime, because I don't have that fenced for sheep yet. I'm working on that. Add it to the list of things I'm working on. So I don't really let the sheep out there, because I don't want them to get through the barbed wire and get hit by a car, or, you never know where there's a coyote lurking. So it was kind of funny. I wish I could have recorded it. I used the I use the cattle panels right there. They're not heavy duty cattle panels. I just made a little chute right there, a little pen right there. And I caught him about 45 minutes before the guy was supposed to be here. I didn't think it was going to take that long to catch him. Literally 30 seconds before he pulled in the driveway, one of them turned her head sideways and stuck it through the slats and just went like this. And then they got out, so we had to we had to catch him again. But we did get it done. And they're gone. I'm not a cowboy anymore. So we've got everybody separated right now. We've got sheep in 4 different pens. I'm working on making a couple of dry lots right here. You can see the posts in the background. There's a gate leaning against the building there. I'm working on making some dry lots here because we didn't give the pasture enough time to rest, and we have more parasite problems than we did last year, and we don't want that. So making some dry lots here. Actually found somebody to take this off my hands, this big box. If I could move it, I would put it somewhere, but I don't have the means to move it. And it's in not a great position, not a great spot. It came in handy for some stuff, but I don't really need it. If I did need it, I'd need it somewhere else. So as soon as that's gone, I'll be able to finish fencing that over there. They're actually concreted them. They won't take any time to finish. I'll just have to, finish right here in front of the barn and figure out where I'm going to put my gates and stuff, and then clean up all the crap that the puppies drug out of everything they could find. So we still have everybody split up for breeding right now. I've actually got to bring our other ram way back there in the back. I got to bring him into the backyard so we can keep an eye on him. He's our oldest sheep. He's looking a little skinny. He's never had great wool since we've had him, but I need to check him out and make sure that he's not parasite ridden. Do his FAMACHA, stuff like that. Just kind of keep an eye on him. There's actually still grass in the backyard. We got 3 ramblings in there right now. So I just want to keep an eye on him. Beth worries. She's got anxiety about it. So I'm going to try to split him off. Well, he's in his own pasture with our weather, but I've got to round up all the girls out there. And Aspen, the friendly boy, right behind that, well, right in front of that baby doll, in between them. I don't know if that one right there, I don't know if that's Bria or Beatrix, but one of them, if I have a feed bucket, she'll jump up and put her legs on front hooves on my thigh like a dog would jump up. They're not supposed to do that, but she does that. So I'm going to see if I can get these, get this boy in the backyard, get the girls squared away, and I'm getting out and getting some stuff done finally. It's very hard to ranch or farm when you have a 15-month-old toddler who is running around and getting into everything, much like the puppies. Yeah. Look at that, I got him. See how you can see his spine? That's not great. He's always been pretty skinny, but I've never been able to see his hip bones and stuff like that. I already took a look at his eyelids, and he's pretty pale, so I got some stuff out in the barn, and Beth's getting the other stuff. I'm going to hit him with, hell, I don't even know. We have ivermectin, cydectin, and something else. I wonder if that sunset will come up. Ooh, how pretty. Except for that big box in the way. Ivermectin, Cydectin, and something else. I don't know. I don't remember. So we are going to do that. I'm going to let these girls out of the barn. They're getting antsy. And the llamas are too. So that is going to do it for this one, guys. I hope everybody's doing okay. It's been, like, we thought 2020 was bad. It's only the 9th day of 2021, and like the US is already basically burning to the ground. So I hope everyone's keeping their head above water. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Llamas at sunset.